Hello everyone, Nikhil this side from Coding Beam. So in this video we are going to learn about the selecting elements in the JavaScript. So what are the selecting elements? So the selecting elements are used to modify or update the values of the HTML elements. It helps us to dynamically update the content of the HTML, and as we know that the JavaScript is a dynamically typed language, so it will update the contents of the HTML page of some elements. But why do we need them? So for an example, if we have an index.html5 and it contains two paragraphs inside it. So if I will now go to the Chrome, then you will see there are two paragraphs inside this HTML page. But if I want to dynamically update the changes to the UI, like if I need the night mode in it, so I need to create a new button for it, like the button, and the on click will be having a function. So on click equals to the function toggle mode, and if I have to declare a new function inside the script tag, it will be function toggle mode, and it will be document dot body dot, and it will be the style tag, and then it will be background color equals to black. And now document dot body dot style dot color of all elements will be white. So the text color will be the white, and then the background color will be black. So if I will now run this and it will be night mode, then if I will now save, then you will see in the browser we have a new button, and then if I will now click on it, then you will see it contains now the night mode. So these are about why do we need the selecting elements in the JavaScript to make the web pages dynamic. So now there are some type of the selecting elements. So the first one is the document.getElementById. by ID. So it will select an element by the ID, by its unique ID, and it will returns an element as an object. So if I will now go to the Visual Studio Code once again, so then if we have to select an element by its ID, so we have to make a new element, like we have a new paragraph here, and it will be the ID inside it. Attribute will be the ID equals to the paragraph. So then if I will now go here and if I will now comment this out, or if I will now do this after this, like the document, like the selecting element by ID. So to select the element by ID, we need a new thing, like we need to declare a new variable, like let element elm equals to the document dot get element by ID, and it will be the name of the ID. Like here we have a paragraph, so I will copy this and I will paste this. So then it will contains an object of this now. And now if I have to change, or if I have to do this, like we want the background color of the paragraph to be the gray, so then it would be element dot style dot background color, or the background equals to gray. So if I will now save, then you will see the background color of the ID, the paragraph 1 will be gray, because the paragraph, because only this paragraph has a new ID, which is the paragraph. So only this paragraph will get reflected any changes in the UI. So these are about how can we use the document.getElementById by ID in the JavaScript. So if I need to make another change here, like if I need to change the text of it, so then it would be the element dot inner HTML or inner text, and it will be equals to the new text, like we have updated dynamically updated text. So if I will now save, then you will see the text will be the dynamically updated text of it. So now you will see the dynamically updated text. So these are how and why can we use the documents.getElements by ID to select a unique element by its ID and then update its content. So now about the second term, it is the document.getElements by class name. So about the documents.getElements by class name, it will select the all elements by the class name. So if there are multiple elements with the same class name, so it will select all the elements of the specific class names, and it will returns the array like object. So the difference between the ID and the class name is it will return the object and it will return the array like object. So about the document.getElements by class name, if I will now go to the Visual Studio Code, so here if I will now comment this out, and after this if I will now do, so after this if I will now declare a new class like accept the ID, if I will now declare a class, so then now it has a new class paragraph, and here also if I will now declare a new class like the class equals to the paragraph. So now after this if I will now declare a new variable like let element equals to document.getElements by class name, and it will be in the paragraph, like we have declared a paragraph class in the two paragraph text there. So then it will create this, and after this if you will now console.log the element, then you will see in the console window that it is actually, if I will now inspect this, then you will see it is actually a collection or the arrays. So the first one is the paragraph tag, the p.paragraph class, and the second one also the paragraph class. So if I will now go again to Visual Studio Code, or if you will now console.log element.length, then it will give you the length of 2, because now there are two paragraph tags, the 1 and the 2, and it will show us the console.log that the length is equals to the 2. So after this if I want to apply some styles with it, like for example if I want to apply a font weight like the element at the position of 0 dot style, and it will be style dot font weight, then it will be equals to the bold. So if I will now save, then if I should now see, then you will see the elements is now the bold. If I will now go again to Visual Studio Code, and if I will now apply some another style to the first element at the I dot style, and it will be dot font style equals to the italic. So then you will see the first paragraph will be in the bold and the second paragraph will be in the italic style. So then you will see in the bold and in the italic style. The next one is the documents.getElements by the tag name. So about this, so it will select all the elements by their tag names and it will return the array like object. So if I will now go to VS Code once again, so if I will now comment this out first, and then if I will now create a new space for the select elements by tag name, so then it would be, so by tag name, if I will now declare a new let and the element equals to the document dot get element by the tag name, so then it would be the tag name, and inside this if I will now do the tag name as paragraph, and then it will consider this tag name as the paragraph tag. So if I will now save it, and if I will now just console.log again array like objects there, so after the console.logging in this way you will see the A is not, it's the element. So if I will now save, then you will see again there is a collection or the arrays. So if you will print it length, so then you will see there will be 2 because there are 2 elements. So if you will declare once again the paragraph tag, then if I will now save, then you will see now there are 3 tags. So if you want to apply some styles on it, we can do the same as we did in the classes. So if I will now apply some style like the first paragraph, like the elements at the position of the 0 dot color or the style dot background color equals to the gray. If now you will save, then the first paragraph elements the element at the rate 0 style will be the gray. So if I will now save, then you will see now the color is gray, the background color is gray. And if I will now apply some styles, now if I want to apply styles to every paragraph element, then it would be in the for loop, like for let I of the array like the element, and then inside it, if I will now do like the I inner text equals to the updated text. If I will now save, then you will see both will have the updated text. And if the color would be like, if the I dot style dot color, and it would be the like the green, then the color will be of green. Now see, these are the updated text. So these are how can we use selecting elements by their tag names. So now next one is the documents.query selector all. So about this, it will select all the elements which matches the specified CSS selectors, and it will return an array like object. So the CSS selectors like the star or the IDs or the class, so it will select all the element which matches a specified CSS selector, and it will return an array like object. So about the document.query selector all, it will be, if I will now comment this out, then if I will now declare a new list below the button like the UL, and it will be inside this, it will be the LI. So about this, if I will now declare like the 1 2 LI again, and it will be again the 3. So if I will now go here, and if I will now create a new tag here like this, it will be selecting elements. If I will now go, and if I will now select the documents like the let elements equals to document dot query selector all, so then it would be the UL or the LI. So if I would do the LI, so then if I will now go here, and after this, if I will now select only the 0 element of the LI like the element will be the element at the 0 dot style dot, then it will be like the background color, and it will be like the gray. If I will now save, then you will see the element 0I, there will be the background gray for the element 0. It will select the all CSS selectors. Like if you want to do with the paragraph, then you will see the paragraph colors will be the gray. So these are about how can we use the query selector all in the JavaScript. So if I will now do this, like if I will now move this again to LI, and I want to remove this rounded icons there from the list, so then it would be like the from, we will use a new for loop for let I of the array or like the element, and the element would be now, and then it will be I dot type, because the list dot type will be equals to the none. If I will now save, then you will see there will be no more any squares there or circles there before the list. So these are about how can we use the query selector all in the JavaScript, and it will select all the elements in the array. So thank you guys for watching the video, and I hope you will like the video, and guys please subscribe to our channel if you are new.